Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear learners. Continuing with the reading activities, trying to understand the techniques which the writers use through the combinations of nouns and adjectives. You remember we have had 4 lectures in this series, and today I am presenting before you the 5th lecture. We will be reading it together and we will be trying to understand the techniques which the writers use so that you are motivated to use the same technique in your writing. So let's get started. The topic under discussion is an interesting topic, that is coffee. That how did coffee come into existence and how did the people develop passion for it? The most popular account of the origin of coffee concerns the 9th century Ethiopian goat herd. This word is goat herd, meaning the person who looks after goats, and he was an Ethiopian who, having noticed that his goats became very frisky. Frisky means they became energetic and lively, and they started becoming more playful when they nibbled the berries of a certain bush. When they ate the berries of a certain bush. You see, again, I have highlighted it because bush is a noun and certain is an adjective over here. They decided to copy them and found the berries had an energizing effect on him too. So when that Ethiopian got use of that herd, he had the same energizing effect which his goats had. So, another story is that a monk in Ethiopia noticed some particularly lively birds, and on sampling the berries they had been eating, experienced increased vitality. So, the points to be noted over here are birds is a noun, lively is an adjective, particularly is an adverb. So, it's a combination of adverb, adjective, and noun enhancing exactly the meaning of the word verbs. Birds, that what kind of birds they were. And when they were sampled on the berries they had been eating, they experienced increased vitality. It means great strength. Again, increased vitality is a beautiful combination. So you should also be using such combinations of adjectives and nouns. Other accounts attribute the discovery to an Ethiopian holy man called Oman, who not only ate the berries but also roasted and boiled them in water, which produced the fragrant brown liquid now known as coffee. However, no direct evidence has ever been found to indicate where exactly in Africa coffee grew first, or even that it existed before the 15th century. So, my dear students, this was the origin of coffee. Two tales have been told, and no direct evidence has been found as to where and when it originated in Africa. So I hope you are understanding and you are enjoying the techniques which the writers have used in these passages. Coffee beans were exported from Africa to Yemen. Exported means they were sent, and references to coffee drinking and knowledge of the coffee plant appear in monasteries there. Monasteries are those places where the monks live. Monks used to keep themselves alert during long periods of night prayer. Obviously, monks, you can say they are like priests, they are like religious scholars, so they had to offer night prayers in order to keep themselves alert. What did they do? They used coffee. Soon, Yemeni traders began to cultivate the beans themselves. There were periods when coffee was banned by religious leaders who disapproved of its stimulant effect. They said that this is something they did not like it because they said that it created an unnatural energizing effect in the human body. Where coffee was drunk and warehouses where it was stored were attacked and ransacked. So the places where coffee had been stored, they damaged those places and they destroyed those warehouses. But through time, the bans were lifted, they were removed, and coffee became an acceptable drink which spread to many influential cities. Again, influential cities is a beautiful combination of adjectives and nouns. And now the names of those beautiful cities influential cities have been mentioned: Medina, Baghdad, and Istanbul. Coffee houses were popular social centers. Combination again, where chess was played and dancing and music were enjoyed in comfortable surroundings. Comfortable is an adjective, surroundings is noun, and where lively conversation and debate took place. Lively is the adjective, conversation is noun. By the 17th century, vibrant trade between Africa and Venus, Europe's leading port, had made huge varieties. Combination meaning huge is an adjective and varieties is noun of African goods available, including coffee. So all these details, there was little, you can say, usage of combination in this paragraph. So I am just skipping it. You can read it yourself or you can take the screenshot of this passage. I will also share the year from which I have taken this extract. This is from 1123 comprehension, inserts, and summary passages. Now you see the word despite indicates that the other side of the picture is being described. So despite social upheaval means disturbance and economic swings. Economic swing means sometimes the economics is stable and sometimes it is disturbing. The 20th century saw a continued rise in the importance of coffee production, a rise which has continued to the present day. In particular, the development of railways allowed more coffee to be transported more easily. Coffee growing in South and Central America benefited from the opening of the Panama Canal in 1914, which meant, this is the second form of the word mean, that coffee could be exported further afield. Further afield means more distant location. It could be sent to more distant locations. Coffee production in the past sometimes unfortunately led to the exploitation of local communities. As a result, connector, you will see that these examiners have constantly used those techniques which they want you to use, that you should be starting your sentences with adverbs, with the beautiful connectors, and you should be linking your sentences also with suitable connectors. Socially aware consumers nowadays are attracted by the fact that they can buy coffee which is certified as fair trade. This means that it is approved through an international system which ensures that coffee farmers get a fair deal globally. Now you see the sentence has started with an adverb. The cultivation, processing, trading, transportation, and marketing of coffee provide employment for millions of people. Coffee is crucial. So you see, the writer did not use the word important because C alliterated effect with coffee and crucial to the economies of several developing countries, accounting for, in some cases, half of their foreign trade all over the world. You see, again, I'm highlighting the beautiful combinations and adjective which the writer has used: energy and vigor, advent of decaffeinated coffee. So it will be a coffee without caffeine, so that less energizing effect is created. Only the aroma will be there. So it offers a popular alternative for those who object to artificial stimulants. So all the artificial stimulants had been removed from decaffeinated coffee to enjoy coffee's taste and aroma. So aroma will also be an interesting word with regard to coffee, which means the smell of coffee. The development of instant and freeze dried coffee has made the drink convenient and easy to make. It means that you can have instant coffee and you can even have the frozen dried form of the coffee. It is a must for the pace of life in the 21st century where the pace is very fast. Moreover, again the connector, instead of saying and also, coffee comes in seemingly endless varieties. This is a beautiful combination of adverb, adjective, noun, from espresso to latte, and these are the names of the different types of varieties of coffees which are available. Choosing from the menu in a modern coffee house is a nightmare. It's a difficult task, it's an unpleasant task. Today, it is possible to drink coffee in every major city in the world, cities as diverse and as far apart as Johannesburg, London, and Kuala Lumpur. Is it any wonder that 400 billion cups of coffee are consumed in the world every year? So you can see how obsessively this drink is being consumed and utilized by the people. And this tells us about its popularity. The purpose was to share with you the writer's techniques of language, the combinations of nouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, how to start the sentence is in different way, and how to make even a historical or a boring passage very interesting because of the effective use of language. And this extract has been taken from October November 2014 variant 2.1. I hope you liked it, and I will be sharing more videos in this regard to your benefit. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.